Today, I'm going to share something that can completely transform how you learn English. And I promise, it's not something boring or overly complicated. It's an activity that's both enjoyable and incredibly effective: reading. I know some of you might immediately think, reading? Isn't that dull and slow? But trust me, reading is like unlocking a treasure chest filled with tools that will help you become a fluent, confident English speaker. Why reading is your key to English fluency. Imagine this. You want to speak English like a natural, effortlessly holding conversations, understanding movies without subtitles, and expressing yourself with the right words. Reading isn't just about looking at words on a page. It's about stepping into a magical world where you naturally pick up vocabulary, grammar, and even the rhythm of the language. Think of reading as having your own personal English tutor available anytime, anywhere, whether it's a book, a short story, an article, or even a comic. Every word you read is like a mini lesson. The best part? You don't even realize you're learning because you're absorbed in the story or idea. How reading builds your vocabulary and grammar. When you read, you're constantly encountering new words in context. This is the most powerful way to learn vocabulary, because you're not just memorizing lists of words. You're seeing how they're used in real-life situations. For instance, if you read a story about a detective solving a mystery, you might pick up words like clue, suspect, or evidence. Reading also helps you internalize grammar rules without studying them explicitly. As you read sentences like, "He was walking down the street," or "She decided to take a break," your brain absorbs these structures naturally. Over time, you'll find yourself using similar phrases in your own conversations without even thinking about it. Reading helps you think in English. One of the biggest challenges in learning English is moving away from translating in your head. When you rely on translation, conversations become slow and awkward. But here's the magic of reading. The more you do it, the more you start thinking directly in English. Imagine reading a story about a boy who loves playing soccer. As you get absorbed in the story, you stop thinking about individual words, and just follow the flow of the narrative. Your brain starts processing English naturally, and over time, you'll notice that your thoughts are forming in English too. This shift is a game changer. Thinking in English allows you to speak more fluently, confidently, and with ease. The connection between reading and listening. You might wonder, how can reading help me with listening? The answer lies in exposure. When you read, you're training your brain to recognize words, phrases, and sentence structures. This makes it easier to understand spoken English, because you've already encountered these patterns on the page. Think about a song you've heard for the first time. At first, the lyrics might sound unclear, but after listening a few times, you start to catch every word. Reading works the same way. The more you read, the more your brain gets used to English, making it easier to understand when you hear it in conversations, movies, or podcasts. How reading boosts your confidence. Confidence is a major barrier for many English learners. We often worry about making mistakes or sounding awkward, which can stop us from speaking at all. Reading is a secret weapon for overcoming this fear. When you read regularly, you're constantly exposed to correct English. You see how ideas are expressed, how emotions are conveyed, and how conversations flow. This exposure builds a solid foundation, so when it's time to speak, you can draw from what you've read and feel more assured. For example, you might read a sentence like, "I'm over the moon about this new job." Later, when you're feeling happy, you can confidently say, "I'm over the moon." It's not just about knowing the words, it's about knowing how to use them naturally. Making reading a daily habit. The good news is, you don't need to read for hours every day to see results. Just 15 to 20 minutes daily can make a huge difference. Find a time that works for you, whether it's in the morning, during lunch, or before bed. Start with materials that match your level. If you're a beginner, choose children's books or simple articles. As your skills improve, you can move on to novels, blogs, or even news articles. The key is to enjoy what you're reading. Different ways to incorporate reading into your life. Stories and novels. Dive into fictional worlds where you can learn descriptive language, dialogue, and expressions. Short articles and blogs. Perfect for quick reading sessions, especially on topics you love like travel, technology, or sports. Comics and graphic novels, great for beginners, because the visuals help you understand the story. Magazines and online forums, choose topics that interest you. From fashion to science. Reading out loud for pronunciation practice. Here's a tip: read out loud. This helps with pronunciation and fluency, because it trains your mouth to form English sounds. Start with a short passage, read it a few times until it feels natural, and then try to say it without looking. This simple exercise not only improves your speaking skills, but also boosts your confidence. Using reading to inspire creativity. The beauty of reading is that it sparks creativity. The stories and ideas you encounter can inspire you to think in new ways. Write your own stories, or express yourself more colorfully in conversations. For example, if you read an article about the Northern Lights, you're not just learning English. You're also gaining fascinating knowledge to share with others. Imagine telling a friend, "Did you know the northern lights are caused by particles from the sun colliding with Earth's atmosphere?" Conversations like these make you more interesting and engaging. Your reading journey starts now. Reading isn't just about improving your English. It's about opening doors to new worlds, cultures, and ideas. It's a journey that leads to fluency, confidence, and self-expression. So, pick up a book, scroll through an article, or dive into a story today. Each page you turn is a step closer to becoming the English speaker you've always wanted to be. Happy reading! As you embark on this reading journey, consider the myriad of genres and styles available to you, from fiction to non-fiction, poetry to graphic novels. Each form offers a unique lens through which to view the world. For instance, reading a gripping novel can transport you to different eras and places, allowing you to experience life through the eyes of diverse characters. This not only enhances your empathy, but also enriches your vocabulary and understanding of nuanced expressions. Moreover, engaging with different authors can introduce you to a variety of writing styles. Some may weave intricate plots with elaborate descriptions, while others might employ a minimalist approach, using stark language to convey powerful emotions. By exposing yourself to these different techniques, you can refine your own writing skills and find your unique voice. The beauty of reading lies in its ability to evoke emotions. A well-crafted story can make you laugh, cry, or ponder deep philosophical questions. These emotional responses are not just fleeting. They can lead to profound reflections on your own life and experiences. You might find yourself inspired to write poetry about your feelings, or jot down your thoughts in a journal, further enhancing your self-expression. Additionally, reading can foster a sense of community. Joining a book club, or participating in online discussions about literature, can connect you with fellow readers who share your interests. These interactions can lead to stimulating conversations, where you can exchange ideas and interpretations, broadening your perspective even further. As you read, don't forget to take notes. Jot down quotes that resonate with you, new words you encounter, or thoughts that arise while you immerse yourself in the text. This practice not only reinforces your learning, but also creates a personal library of inspiration that you can revisit whenever you seek motivation or a spark of creativity. Ultimately, reading is a lifelong adventure that continually offers opportunities for growth and exploration. It empowers you to articulate your thoughts more clearly, engage in meaningful discussions, and express your creativity in ways you never thought possible. So, embrace the journey, savor each story, and let your imagination soar. The world of reading is vast and waiting for you to explore it. Happy reading!